group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Maybe they should roll a survival check. Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Hey there, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fandango the Fiery. In real life, I write the Bubba the Monster Hunter comedy horror novellas, the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter dark fantasy novel series, and the Black Knight Chronicles, the most recent of which, Lady in Black, is available now wherever books are sold. So pause this recording and go buy that shit. Unless you're driving, then you shouldn't, stop and buy crap on Amazon while you're driving. But drive your ass to a bookstore and buy my shit.
Hi, I'm Joseph Brassi. I play the role of Bjork Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novel Skyfarer and Dragon Road can be found from Angry Robot Books and wherever books are sold. And I am the author of such non-existent titles as In the Service of the Puke, a story of weaponized vomit.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri and I play Silas, dear God, how didn't he burn to death last week, Kane? And in real life, I write several things, but the thing you should care about is Carnage à Trois, Bill of the Dead 3. It's out right now in both ebook and audio. So finish listening to this episode, go buy your tickets to A&D Con, and then go buy that shit.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy, novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. I also write many of the Shingles series, including the last couple, whatever the hell they were, Whiz Kid and Pearls Before Swine. Go buy those books, even if you're driving.
Hi there, I'm Steve Wetherill, and I play Brandon Firemaster, master of the graceful strategic withdrawal. In real life, I write such books as The Doomsayer Journeys, the latest installments of which, The Endless Adventures of Hand and Strike, is available now. I've also wrote the latest Shingles, which I think might be available by the time this goes live. That's Silent but Deadly Hill.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, steward of this shit cruise, as we are sailing upon the waters of adventure. In real life, I write books such as NPCs, Superpowers, and Fred the Vampire Accountant, the latest of which, number 7, Out of House and Home, is available on ebook and print, with audio coming out August 31st. So enjoy that, and then if you're an audio person, it will be coming out soon. Now then, when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had successfully burned a boat.
Yay!
Suck it, boat.
It sounds sarcastic, but honestly, you guys accomplished something, and that doesn't always happen.
To take everything from that mission and boil it down to we successfully burned a boat seems like a little bit of a whitewash, but I'm happy with that. Let's go with that.
All right. So you have all burned a boat and then sailed forth past the rocky barrier into the open sea. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum.
So can we look at our loot?
Absolutely. That was going to sort of be my question. You all can full rest yourself back up to full health. We're going to kind of put y'all out to sea a little bit. And, if there is stuff you would like to do, such as examine your loot, refresh yourselves on a particular, I don't know, it's your characters. What would you like to do? I can't remember who casts spells and who prays and shit.
I want to ask Klaus if he managed to get any gold from under the boat, because Bjorg and Brandon have kindly said they were going to share their loot with everybody.
I got a couple gold pieces.
Bjorg did not get any gold. He got some stuff from that body. He got 2 rings, a pair of boots, and a pair of goggles.
And Brandon got 16,500 gold pieces.
15,000.
Silas was busy trying to fight to save your worthless heathen asses.
Fandango was busy setting Silas on fire, and I deserve to be fairly compensated for that.
Everybody, I guess, put 3,000 gold in their inventory. That's 50 divided by us, isn't
Klaus
it?
got what he got, and we're dividing 16,000 gold amongst the rest of us.
Wait. let us not discount the possibility of beating the shit out of Klaus and seeing what he got.
I don't know what Klaus is doing with whatever's in his sticky pockets. I just know what I'm doing with my share of the loot.
Oh, man. You know what makes me Randy Booty? I would like to pleasure myself into my fanny pack of holding.
I mean, it's his fanny pack. He can jerk off into it if he wants.
Hey, that gold is tainted. That.
It's called a fanny pack.
So, the other 4 of us each end up with 4,125 gold.
Okay.
Oh, horrifying.
I'd like to take a look at the boots and rings and goggles that Bjork's toting and maybe try a knowledge arcana check to see if I can figure out what any of that stuff is.
Well, it's going to be interesting. So there are, let's see, you all correctly remembered what you have. That said, there are 2 rings. They were on different hands. There's been no effort to keep up with them, so which was on which is just sort of a guess at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But the rest are individual enough that you can keep track of them. Yeah.
I'd like to say that from now on, unless I state otherwise, I will be pleasuring myself into the fanny pack. You never know when that will come in useful, unless it fills up.
And now I have to check and see if bags of holding can actually hold biological material.
Well, they can.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they can. It's just a matter of how much.
Like mayonnaise jars can.
We're asking the important questions.
It doesn't have to be answered now. Just, future
As
reference.
long as it is
I
answered.
don't think I'm close to filling it up.
Come on, Joe. Give us a goddammit.
Damn it!
Thank you.
Man, you know what we should
I'm
do?
just trying to spare everybody a mess.
We should also use the fanny pack for holding prisoners.
God.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. In fact, you can put things in there. Yep, all right. So you are ejaculating into your fanny pack.
Yes.
That's where
So
we are
let's-
after 6 years.
After 6 more years, I'm going to let it loose on somebody.
God.
God. All right, on the boots.
Knowledge arcana check of 12 on the boots.
Okay. They are boots.
Hey, guys. These are boots. On the goggles, it's a 15.
They are indeed. Hang on, let me double check what the everything is. The goggles of God Killer.
Oh man, imagine if they were the goggles of seeing invisible stalkers.
You know they are.
That's actually pretty likely. I mean, how many goggle types could there be? Like, seeing invisibility would be on a short list, I would think.
They are goggles.
See if you can see any dead invisible stalkers.
All right. I'll check one of the rings. See if I can recognize.
So John, FYI, what you're really looking for is an identify spell.
Oh, I know. I just don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is a ring. It is a circle. It is metal.
Frandingo was just sitting there. Let me look at this. It looks like a ring. These look like boots.
Yep. On the last ring, it's a 16, and I can tell it's a ring, right?
Just barely, but yeah, you manage.
All right. I'm going to put on the goggles.
Okay. Goggles of destruction of irises.
Goggles of eternally see Klaus with no pants.
Okay, as you put them
goggles for
on,
that.
you feel like you see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot.
Okay.
Wait, these are reading glasses?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. They're reading glasses.
Yeah. I don't really think there's anything you would need to activate on this one, so I'll just tell you. John, while wearing these, you have advantage on investigation checks that rely on sight. That
All right.
relies on something within range. So if you're getting like all up in looking at something while wearing these, you have a bonus to investigation.
And in the meantime, he looks like Elton John.
Fuck yeah, I'm never taking these off.
The goggles of being nosy as fuck.
What are these bumps on my member?
Studiously not ever looking at Klaus. Of course, that's kind of a given.
I did the wrong voice.
Come on, man. Keep it together. Show some professionalism. Keep your sex offenders separate.
So many of them.
Hey, Bjorg, you want to try on these boots?
Sure.
I don't know what the fuck they do. I hope they don't kill you.
Boots of orthopedic correctiveness.
Okay, so let's think this through. What are the odds? Bjorg's a big guy. We'll be generous and say 20%. So Bjorg, pick a number set between 1 and 20, announce it, and then roll the D100. Like you could do 20 to 40, 40 to 60. You get the idea. Don't forget to say it before you roll.
Let's do 30 to 40.
Alrighty. You had a 20 run, but either way, that would have in either direction that would have been out of it. So these do not fit you, and as you try to put them on, they're too small.
Damn. Well, they don't fit me. Someone else can try them.
All right,
Klaus, you have small feet.
but he also has sticky hands.
Yeah, this is like the glass slippers.
I'll try it. I also have small feet.
Would a prince care to put them on my foot?
No.
Okay, so we've established that you are smaller than Bjorg, and based on Bjorg's roll, we know these boots are smaller than his feet. So we'll say you have a 40% chance of fitting in these. So pick a run of 40 numbers in the 1 to 100 range.
1 to 40.
Alrighty, roll a D100.
They don't fit me either.
They are slightly too big for you. They're just like right in that middle space.
Well, now I sort of feel like I have to try the boots.
All right, you're bigger than Fandango, but smaller than Bjorg. So, we're going to just say it's down to a 20% chance that they won't fit. So I would say, yeah, pick a range of 1 through 80 or however you want to space it.
I'm counting on this being a Cinderella thing, and they're only going to fit me. So I'll wait.
It's like that goddamn axe all over again.
Okay, I'm going to call out 80 to 100.
Wait. Okay, so that's your failure point.
No.
All right, well, you succeed then. Again, you only had a range of 20 for failure.
Okay.
So, the boots fit Brandon.
But are they... I don't know. Do they look good?
Not really. They're waterlogged boots you took off a dead man.
Yeah. Hey, Silas, why don't you try these boots on?
Do you feel like you
Boots
can
of-
do anything
The
extra?
boots of fungal infection.
I don't care if I can do anything extra. These boots suck.
Let's try the rings.
Yeah,
Are you sure? They're full of athlete's foot, Brandon.
they are now, because...
Doesn't that sound appealing?
I have an athlete's everything.
Well said.
All right, Silas, you can try on the first ring.
All right, I'll try on the first ring.
Okay, this is just going to be an even 50-50 shot for which one you are going to try on. So, we'll say the one from the right hand is evens, and the one from the left hand is odds. So, Rick,
All right.
roll me a d20.
Odds.
Okay. You put a ring on, and what's the save against pooping yourself?
Can I purposely fail that save?
Yeah, I mean, you probably could, I imagine. I think that would be easier to just let yourself poop. But, okay, so you are wearing a ring.
Try to say my god's name. Does it work?
Nope.
It's garbage. Throw it overboard.
Hey, Bjorg, you want to try the other ring because Silas is a moron?
Is anybody going to stop him or get
Well,
that?
if
or-
nobody wants these boots, I'll try them. I don't need a ring of pooping myself.
I mean, I'm assuming we can't. Yes, I would like to try to stop him.
Yeah, I mean, he has to take it off, rear back. Like, there's a lot of opportunity.
Am I quick enough?
Don't throw the expensive shit away. So yeah, I want to try and stop him.
Heathen bubble.
Dexterity. And multiple people can attempt to stop him.
Yeah, if I could just snatch it out of the air.
Yeah, I imagine that's what Brandon will do if he succeeds.
All right, I'll try it too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're masturbating into a bag. I mean, I expect
Yeah.
a really high dex roll if you can do both of those things.
Klaus, you can roll, but it's with disadvantage. I think that's the fairest way to represent your distracted state of mind.
I think that'll be extra impressive.
What is this, an opposed check?
Nope. They're just rolling to grab the ring.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 12.
Okay.
Klaus also rolls a 12.
All right. The two of you throw your hands together and form a little net, but we're going to say Brandon gets to come away with the ring because Klaus is a little occupied.
Do I ejaculate when that happens?
I mean, I think you'd have to roll some sort of concentration check to will that into existence.
Please
You
don't.
just started.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, does that make it happen?
No, nothing would
Okay.
cause that to happen.
Do we fuse?
No, not the magic of the ring. I'm just talking about touching Brandon Thighmaster's hands.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's really a you question, Klaus. And
All right, you know what? I got business to attend
all
to.
right, just don't think about it.
Well, I certainly won't be thinking about it.
Okay, so Brandon has the ring from the left hand, so there is still the ring from the right hand.
Bjork, why don't you try that one on?
Bjorg will try on the ring.
Okay. Bjorg, you put on the ring, and it feels for a moment as if nothing has happened, and then you lift your head and scream, "I'm over here!"
Okay.
The Ring of Mortal Kombat.
We know. We see you. You're right there.
I don't know why I did
It's
that.
good to roll. If it's the Ring of Anti-Stealth, he doesn't really need it.
You know, he might be possessed by demons. If so,
Bjorg, can you take the ring off?
Is it the ring of the beast of displacement?
Bjorg will try to take the ring off.
You are unable to take the ring off.
That's disconcerting.
demons, we should cut his arm off.
Let's put a pin in that for right now, Silas. Okay. All right, so Bjork's just going to kind of randomly shout out his location from time to time.
Perhaps.
All right, whatever.
I mean, that might be handy. This doesn't have to be a curse.
Yeah, if any of us was going to shout out his own location, we would want it to be Bjorg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would have been funnier for Klaus.
I mean, this is the guy who finds traps with his face, so it's also on brand for Klaus.
But I fucking find them.
He does find them.
All right, so now what are we doing?
I mean, if we're not under any time pressure, I could just finish relieving myself and try on the boots.
Well, I am not defending those boots. And what does this ring look like?
It is pretty nice. It's got metal binding it. There's a gem in the center. Based on the picture I'm looking at, there is admittedly a bit of a bling to it.
Oh, I'll try that on then.
Okay. You are wearing a ring.
Nice. I'm over here.
Let's see. Everybody except Klaus can roll me perceptions.
Fendingo rolls a 12 again.
Silas gets a net 20. God, I really hope this natural 20 is not me seeing Klaus better than I normally would.
Oh god.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 22.
Bjorg rolls a 13.
Okay. So,
You would have to be inside the fanny pack
Oh,
to see
God.
the good
Oh
stuff.
god.
Oh, God.
No. God damn it.
Like some horrible Saw scenario.
well, I guess we can guarantee we're not going to sell fanny packs of holding at any point.
Can we get those with a Jorcerer patch on the front?
Oh.
No, a Klaus patch. Sorry, fuck.
So you know what to burn first. Silas and Brandon, you can both notice that while the boots had to find feet that were appropriately sized to them, the ring has kind of shifted a little bit to fit your respective fingers. Grew a little, shrunk a little as needed.
That's handy.
Take it to Mordor!
And do either of you have Knowledge Arcana?
No.
Nope.
Do either of you choose to share that information with someone who does have Knowledge Arcana?
This does not include Bjorg, yes?
Yeah, you did not make that perception check. So it's Silas and Brandon are the ones who noticed the ring is shifting.
I will confront Brandon. How come that ring fits your fingers when it fits mine, and mine are stubbier than yours? That's witchcraft.
Well, it probably is. I don't know. Or wizardcraft. I don't know who makes these things. It fits, and it looks good. And Brandon will try to take the ring off to examine it further.
Yeah, comes off no problem. Fendingo, roll me Knowledge Arcana. and the rest of you roll baseline intelligence.
Bendigo rolls a 14.
Not including me?
Yeah, you're not really part of this, Klaus.
All right, that's fine.
Silas rolls a 6 intelligence.
Brandon rolls an 8.
Bjorg rolls a 12.
Okay. So, Fandingo and Bjorg, given that y'all have been using and wearing magical items for quite a while now, you both realize, oh, right, magical gear resizes itself to the user. Probably means those boots are not magical.
Probably.
Also, they look crappy. I put the ring back on.
And they don't do anything.
You want me to try to shoot you with an arrow, Brandon? See if it's harder to hit you? Happy to do that.
No. I mean, it's been a long day. Maybe later. I don't know if this is a ring of being better at catching arrows.
I'll add one thing that Fandingo can get since he has the Knowledge Arcana, and also I think y'all might need the refresher of a 5e mechanic. There are also items that require attunement before their abilities are revealed, meaning you have to wear it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you gotta like put it on, sit around for an hour thinking about it. Maybe you just gotta just hang on to it for a while, see if it likes you or whatever.
I don't know if it's nice enough for me to think about it for an hour. Maybe it should think about me for an hour. If it's so magic.
Okay, try that.
I will.
Alright, where are we going? What are we doing? The boat is sailing. The boots are not magical. The goggles make me never want to look at Klaus again.
And we can't see
You
Bjork.
picked the worst time to gain better vision.
But I look like Elton John, so still a win.
Yeah, net gain.
Yeah. I was already trying to avoid ever looking at Klaus. By the way, the minimum order for fanny packs that I've found is we can order as few as 14, embroidered with pretty much whatever we want. But they're not cheap.
Are they coming pre-filled?
Oh,
No.
damn, Rick.
God.
Although
I'm going to need some time.
although I did find one that screams Robert Bevan. It's
Literally?
got a
chip?
minimum order of 15, and it is the Table Rock Waist Pack Cooler. It's a fanny pack for beer.
Oh, shit, that does sound awesome.
They're $20 a pop if we order 15 of them.
Or if you don't use it for beer, it's like your own walking like sperm bank.
Oh, God.
Either way, temperature controlled.
Or both. That's how you keep the sperm at an optimum temperature. You got like 3 or 4 cold beers there,
Remind me never to accept a beer from you.
and you just spunk into the empty slot.
I like to imagine this is how y'all fill the days of sailing.
Yeah, so they are a thing that exists, and we can sail on just knowing that they exist.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of something that rhymes with rum.
Brandon will take the boots and bring them to Gordon. Say, Gordon, we got your share of the loot. Yet, do it in the boot, man.
Just violent
How-
sickness.
I don't even get the boots.
You get all the gold you stole.
You get your cum gold.
That was
Yeah.
next to nothing. All right, fine. I will be the bigger man. Gordon can have the boots.
Well, they are covered in Gordon goo now, and it's very different than Klaus goo. Not as voluntary. Mostly just awful.
Hang in there, champ. Enjoy the boots.
Those wouldn't be the first boots of goo I've put on my feet.
You.
I was referring to like the alligator legs or whatever the fuck I did
Yeah,
before.
I was gonna say they might be the first boots of goo that you didn't make the goo.
I didn't make the animal viscera. That was God. That makes them holy boots.
Can I command the ship to sell us into something that will definitely kill us all?
It continues forward to your destination. Make
Reassuring.
of that what you will.
Well, I guess I'll spend some time reading Toreg tracks to Toreg.
Brandon will meditate on the prow of the ship, allowing the ring to think about him.
Alright, well, after a short rest, you find a sudden innate understanding of the ring. I was double checking how attunement works, and you do figure out what it is when you attune to something. So that's neat.
Oh,
Brandon, I think this. Oh no, okay, yeah, this is handy for you still. This is a ring of free action. So while you wear this ring, difficult terrain does not cost you extra movement. In addition, magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained.
oh, nice.
That's actually pretty badass for a monk.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't be pinned down.
Yeah, you can basically run like hell over any terrain, and it's very hard to stop you.
You are the proverbial grease Scotsman.
That's way better than a cursed ring that makes you randomly shout out your location.
It is. It's not as good as the broom of flying you guys left behind, though.
Oh, fuck.
Oh well.
I already explained my my feelings about the broom of flying. You can fuck that Harry Potter shit.
But the ring of free action, not shit, and attuned.
And it looks good.
It does. It adds to your ensemble.
That's good.
You need to get another ring for the con.
Yeah, I think it goes nicely with the old dragon ring. It's a little bit more understated, but it'll do.
Okay, so what else would y'all like to do with your sailing time? Anything in particular?
I'm just resting and thinking about maybe next time finding a scroll so I can learn the identify spell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, rest up as much as I'm able to.
I'm thinking about the elves on my pictures.
So Klaus, you're just filling that thing as much as you can.
This is going to be worth something someday.
Everybody relaxes in their own way, Drew.
Their own horrible, horrible way. All right, you all sail for a while, few days, turns into a week, and things are pretty chill, actually. Very, almost worryingly chill. Seems like maybe y'all should have hit something or seen more fish swimming or something as you sail onward. And then you come one morning to a storm. Dun dun dun.
Oh, no.
Shitberg, sail around the storm.
Well, unfortunately, Shitberg is not voice commanded. There's a whole magical map system you have to interact with.
What? I've been shouting at this boat for a week.
You'll still never convince me that it's not fucking Alexa in boat form.
I just assumed I was making this happen.
All right, so it continues to sail forward toward y'all's destination as dark clouds roll overhead. Large waves begin to slap at the side of the boat, making it rock back and forth. And yeah, it's genuinely getting dark and scary.
It's the rapture, finally!
Has Klaus been masturbating into that bag for a solid week?
Klaus?
That's horrifying.
I mean, not continually.
Yeah, that's how you
Say
get
it like it's
listeners.
so incredible.
He has to recharge.
It's kind of shitty up here. Maybe we should take Brandegg below and maybe not die.
Yeah, maybe get Gordon another boot while we're down there. Did anyone look in on him?
Yeah, fair enough.
Gordon, if you're still alive, look after the egg.
He has occasionally joined y'all for food, but he has been violently ill and barely able to rouse himself from sleep, let alone talk, even in goblin form. Alright, so Brandegg is below deck.
Send Gordon below deck so he doesn't depress us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's already below deck. I just need to... So, you are all sailing. Are y'all gonna wait? Are you gonna be above deck or below deck?
Above deck.
Yeah.
I like the illusion of control.
I'm above deck. I like the salty spray.
Oh.
Ew.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
Way to ruin nature, Klaus. Sail good, boat.
Alright. Well, As the storm intensifies, things get worse, and the waves begin to pick up. And I am going to now roll evens for the right side of the ship. I don't know what port and starboard are, so I'm not going to try to use them. Also, I don't super care.
See left and see right.
Yeah. There's right. So, right side of the ship is even. The left side of the ship is odd.
If you're listening, be sure to school us on what is what, so we can not care.
Yeah, we will absolutely listen to that and care about it and take it on board for future episodes.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, so this is going to impact everyone except Bjork, as a huge wave crashes from the left side of the ship.
Okay, deck safe.
Anybody within 10 feet of me gets +3.
Yep. DC
So,
13.
given that, Fendingo gets a 23.
Brandon gets 29 with the bonus.
Klaus gets a 27.
Alright, this first wave is not too bad, and you are all able to avoid getting pushed by it.
This isn't so bad.
Can I run below decks?
You can on your turn.
All right.
And on that note, why don't we do some initiatives?
Oh, shit.
Initiative.
Silas gets a 23.
Fendingo gets a 16.
Brandon Firemaster gets an 18.
Klaus gets an 8.
That's an investigation roll, Brandon.
And you didn't click on your token.
Brandon Firemaster is not wearing his glasses.
You want to borrow my goggles, Brandon?
Brandon Firemaster gets an 11.
That's a 2 for Bjorg.
Silas Kane. Are you going to attack the ocean?
I will loudly mock the ocean for its blasphemy.
Anything else? Just...
Do I need anything else?
No, but I didn't know if you wanted to brace yourself or deal with the storm or anything.
It's a good initiative roll. I will use it to scream at the ocean. It's very on brand.
Shouts at clouds.
All right. Fendingo, you may run below deck if you so choose.
I so choose.
Okay. I'm fairly certain you have enough movement, especially if you dash.
I mean, it's 25 feet to the stairs going down.
Yeah, you're fine.
Will I have any action left once I get down there?
Not... if you want to make it to the bottom of the stairs, you're going to have to dash. If you want to just be on the stairs, then you will have an action while you're on the stairs.
Okay, then I'm gonna run to the bottom of the stairs and keep running to kind of huddle in what looks like a safe corner.
Okay. You're going to go deep within the ship.
Not near Gordon,
I'm
because he's gross.
going to mark you as... Put a flag to note that you are not above deck. So you went down, and then you had 30 more feet. Brandon Thighmaster.
Well, that wave wasn't intimidating enough to really spur me into any kind of desperate action. Seems to be going fine. The boat is boating. Yeah, I'm not going to be pushed around by some weather. Yeah, I'm just going to stay where I am.
All right.
Keep an eye out. Take the dodge action, maybe.
Fine use of a turn. Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus is just curious as to what's happening, so I'll hang around for one turn and reserve the right to run below deck next time, if that
All
should
right.
be the case. Or actually, could I perceive
You want to roll a perception check?
if anything is amiss? Yes.
Roll a perception check. And at the same time, everyone who is above deck, roll me another dexterity save.
Okay. Go.
Actually, Fandingo, roll me this one too.
Okay.
All right, my perception check was 8. My dexterity save was 22.
Bjorg rolled an 18 dexterity save.
Silas gets a 14.
Fendingo gets an 18.
Brandon Firemaster gets a 20 with a Silas boost.
Oh, nice. You all feel the boat kind of jerk suddenly, as if it has struck something and been momentarily kind of pushed aside. But none of you lose your balance from the sudden shock.
Whoa there, boat.
And Bjork.
Bjorg is going to stay above deck for one turn at least. I'm going to grab hold of something, though, like a piece of railing or a mast. Just secure myself a bit.
Before we restart the initiative, it's another wave. We're going to do the same thing, even for right side, odd for left. even. So this time it's everyone except Brandon and Fandingo. Give me the wave save.
Silas gets an 18.
Klaus gets a 28.
Bjork gets a 15.
And Brandon, you were not in range.
Remember, if you're in 10 feet of me, you get +3.
Well, I jumped anyway, just to defeat him.
Solidarity.
We're all jumping.
All right, then Klaus gets a 31.
Good lord. Yeah, you were all fine from the wave. Silas Kane.
My disdain for this storm grows, so I will shoot an arrow into the ocean.
Okay.
That'll teach it.
Are you going to divine smite the water?
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. But no, let it. This will be kind of a warning shot.
I mean, just, yeah, as long as you don't natural one, you can hit the ocean.
All right, 19, and I do 15 damage to the ocean.
You know, I'm going to say the ocean is immune to piercing damage. I'm just going to make that call.
We'll defeat the Pacific Ocean.
But it's a magic bow.
Still.
Damn, this is a tough foe, guys.
Yeah, I know. All right, Fandingo, you are below deck, heroically cowering.
I want to go into our cabins and make a big soft nest out of all of our mattresses and whatever we've been sleeping on around me and Brandak.
Hey, one step ahead, everybody.
Okay, you begin to flip the mattresses and throw the clothes into a makeshift bed nest.
I'm going to keep that egg safe, and me.
All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
I guess I'll see what I can see. I'll chuck in a perception check. And that will be a 13.
With 13 in a raging storm, you're not gonna see much more than the big old waves that have been surging and crashing, and, you know, the rain that's in front of y'all's faces. I will say, with the 13, you notice that the wind has really picked up and it's starting to kind of creak the mast, and, you know, the shitberg is kind of automatically fixing itself, but this weather is getting worse maybe faster than it can keep up.
Does anybody know what to do if the boat stops boating? Is there an instruction manual for this thing? I realize maybe I should have asked this a couple of months ago.
I know.
I'm not a boat expert, but if there's so much wind that it's threatening the mast, perhaps we should lower the sails.
That's the wrong answer. If anything happens to the boat, yes,
is it?
if anything happens to the boat, we should pray for mercy that isn't coming.
Well, you both raise very insightful points.
Well, you have two opinions there.
I think we need to take down the sail.
Think I already said that.
I know. I'm agreeing with you and regretting it.
That sounds like witch talk to me.
Alright, we got 2 for unfurling, stowing, for desailing the boat, and 1 for waiting for the mercy of a god that hates us. I gotta go with the majority on this. Boat, be less saily. Salient? Oh man.
All right, Klaus, it is your turn.
All right. Well, Brandon commanded the sail to come down. Did that do anything?
It did not, that you can see.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. I guess I'll start climbing the. I guess there's like rigging on the mast. There's got to be a way to get up there. I don't know anything about boats. I'll do my best to climb up whatever is climbable, and try and lower the sail manually.
Okay, it will be an athletics check to climb up, but I think I'm going to have to give you disadvantage for trying to climb up in the pouring storm that's kind of bearing down upon you.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, I am taking my hand off my junk to do this.
Holy shit, he's serious.
So, athletics
Oh,
with disadvantage.
That hand is really slippery, man.
He just
Live to wank another day.
just turned his hat backwards.
I think you should get advantage on climb checks.
Klaus gets a 3.
Yeah, Klaus, you grab hold and put a foot down and slip and immediately just fall right back off.
If only I had finished first.
I'm glad you see you're learning the right kind of lessons.
No.
Okay, and now the fun begins. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, okay. I guess we will... I think a D4 is really the only way to do this one. So, Brandon is 1, Klaus is 2, Silas is 3, Bjorg is 4.
Oh dear.
Silas! Well, you know, you did call the Toreg thing pretty well. Credit to you.
Yay, we're being smited. We deserve it. Every second.
I mean, yeah, but still, shit.
All right. So, Brandon, because you're on the side of the boat where it surfaces, and you were doing perception before, you can just see a huge tentacle burst out from the ocean.
Oh, boy.
And rear up and come slapping down on Silas.
Ooh.
Hits for 25, or hits with a 25. I assume
Yeah.
that will hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Hey, Silas, watch. Oh, never mind.
Hits for 20 damage.
Watch
I
out.
deserve this.
Y'all do see some boards splinter and the boat heave a little bit from the force of this. And now I need a strength save, DC 12.
Only an 8.
Okay. You are dragged 5 feet closer to the edge of the boat by the attack.
Sweet rapture.
Something to be said for overweening cowardice, y'all.
Get back up here, Fendingo.
Fade back into the rain and the mist. Anyone who has sharpshooter or a feat that allows you to ignore cover can shoot normally. Those who do not are going to be shooting at disadvantage because of the torrential downpour.
All right, can I go and attack the tentacle without hitting Silas?
I guess how would be my question, because that's going to depend on the answer.
Sword.
Right. Are you going to run across the water? Are you going to dive in? You're going to throw it?
Oh, is he already in the water?
The tentacle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
the
it was
tentacles-
I thought it was wrapped around him and was pulling him.
No. It slapped down and hit him, and like the
Okay.
suckers on it just yanked him back when it
Okay.
retracted.
Gotcha. Okay. No. In that case, I'm gonna use my action to basically yell, "Fendingo, get up here!" And then there's not much else for me to do, except maybe help pull the sail down.
Silas Kane.
All right. Well, I do have sharpshooter, so and I will activate it and shoot two arrows at this.
Cool.
At this,
For reference, you don't have to do the minus thing to ignore it. I just mean the thing that lets you
Yeah.
ignore cover, which I
No,
think
no,
sharpshooter just
no.
gives you passively.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna just use it anyway.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want you to think you had to do it. Cool deal. That's fine then.
18 and 25.
Gotcha. Yes, that will absolutely both hit both.
So 23 and 8.
All right, you have done some damage. The arrows have hit, and that is that. Fendingo.
Did I hear Bjorg screaming for me?
Yeah, we're gonna say the voice of a Northman thunders pretty well.
Loud.
I am over here.
All right. Then, yeah, I'll run as far up to the top of the ship as I can.
Okay, you used a dash to get as deep into the ship as you could last time, so it's going to take you a dash to get up to the top, but you'll have a little bit of spare movement when you get there.
Anything that makes Bjorg scream is probably really scary. So I want to stay kind of on the stairs, at the top of the stairs, hunched down, looking around to see what he's yelling about.
Okay, roll me a perception with disadvantage.
6.
You are not able to make out what the threat is, because
God damn it, Bjorg, you just wanted me to get up here and ruin my hair, didn't you?
There's tentacles.
I mean, sure, whatever. I'm not usually into that, but I'll try anything twice.
Not what I meant.
Oh.
One of
Whatever.
them is hitting Silas, or did hit Silas.
It was glorious.
I mean, is that a problem?
sort of depends on who you ask. For example, I'm going to ask Brandon Thighmaster because it is his turn.
Well, I saw what happened there. I think I can draw some reasonable conclusions. We're kind of doomed. I will say, stay away from the edges, and we might want to maybe keep this going forward thing happening with the boat. So maybe leave the sails alone. I mean, I'm not a boat expert.
I thought you literally were a boat expert.
I said I was the best boat guy. That's not really the same thing.
Didn't you take a feat in boat guy?
Yeah, I'm like an incredible boat guy.
That's like hanging out on the pier, drinking brews, talking about
Yeah, you need
catch.
someone to like be on a boat, be a boat guy. I'm your guy. I'm the best boat guy. You want someone to shout at this ship, which apparently doesn't work. No one told me that. I am also your guy, but that doesn't seem to be working. I think going forward...
No, there's a map downstairs.
Well, maybe you can weigh on this. Maybe now is the time for a nautical debate. Should we risk the sails blowing off in the storm, or should we risk staying here and being eaten by the tentacle monster?
I say fuck the sails if it involves me, if it keeps me from getting eaten by a tentacle monster.
There you go. That's why they call me the best boat guy.
All right. Klaus, what would you like to do in light of this riveting discussion?
Did Brandon do anything?
No.
He moved away from the edge of the boat.
Yep, that's what he did.
Oh, all right. All right. I am thinking, since there's only a tentacle and there's not like an eyeball that I can see, that it is not going to be too dodgy. I'm going to use sharpshooter. Where is it?
It is off in the mist. That's why you need a sharpshooter to shoot it without disadvantage.
Oh, ho, whoa! I am now looking at the rest of the map. That's fucking huge. Okay, I will regular shoot it.
Okay, do you have the sharpshooter feat though? Okay, then no disadvantage, just shoot it regular.
Okay, shooting regular. 27.
27 will hit.
Good. 8
All right.
damage.
I do want to correct one thing that Bjorg said. It is just one tentacle, or at least it was.
Oh dear.
I mean, way to give away the fun, man.
Oopsie.
All right, now, Fandingo is still crouched down largely out of notice, so we're going to do 2 of these. Klaus, you're 1, Brandon 2, Silas 3, Bjorg 4. Klaus, you will be taking the first one,
Yeah.
and Bjorg, you will be taking the second one. So first one goes to Klaus with a 26 to hit, and second one to Bjorg with a 19 to hit.
Yes, that will
Yep,
hit.
that hits.
All right, 13 damage to Klaus, 18 damage to Bjorg, and strength saves for both of you.
Strength save 15.
You are not dragged toward the edge.
Oh, that's something.
Strength save 11.
Bjorg, you are dragged 5 feet closer to the edge. You are at the edge of the boat.
Oh dear.
Man, Bjorg, you should work out more. Between this and the axe.
Don't worry, Bjorg. If you die, I'll pray for
I'm a
you.
little embarrassed for you.
I do not care for this circumstance.
Well, good news. It's your turn.
Bjorg is going to move back to the center of the boat.
Okay.
Can I hold an action to, like, attack a tentacle if it comes at me?
You can. It'll only work if it comes at you specifically, but it will give you the chance to hit it as your reaction. Also, everyone, dodges. Never a bad use of an action.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to declare dodge.
Cool deal. And before we end your turn, Bjorg, roll a d20 and pick even or odd.
I'm going to go with evens.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. I rolled 1d2 instead of...
I mean, it's functionally the same.
Okay, alright, that's 2, so that's evens.
Okay. And before the end of your turn, we're going to say evens for right side, odds for left, odds for left. So that will hit everyone. So if y'all haven't figured it out, the downside of staying in the center of the boat is that you will be hit by waves from both sides. Picking one side will put you a little bit out of wave range, but make you easier for the tentacles to drag. And Fandingo, you're the only one who is still not in a position to be knocked over by this. So,
Dex save.
dex save.
Silas gets a natural 1.
Brandon Firemaster gets a natural 1.
Bjorg gets a 13.
Klaus gets 23.
All right. So, Brandon and Silas both take 3 bludgeoning damage from the wave. and you are knocked. We're going to do Brandon first. It's a random direction, so I'm just using a d8, with 1 being up and then just moving clockwise. So 1. So Brandon, you are knocked 5 feet directly up. Silas, you are also knocked 5 feet directly up. Okay.
Brandon and Silas were knocked up.
All right, and as we reach the top of initiative, I think that is a good place for us to pause the games section of Authors and Dragons for this week, as you are surrounded by tentacles and waves and storm, but I don't really have an easy way to put that on a map, so picture it.
Not even like fun tentacles, but mean tentacles.
Yeah, these are not happy tentacles. If you're not watching on the YouTube, you could be. But as you know, we are not done quite yet, for we have been doing a live blog over at Facebook on our new Authors and Dragons group, which you can definitely join, facebook.com/some combination of Authors and Dragons. But before we get to
And answer the membership questions. God damn it.
But before we get to the Facebook questions, we of course do the Discord questions, which are associated with our Patreon, which makes them fancier, which is why they get to cut the line. All right, Rick, what have our folks in the Discord been asking this week?
Well, there was a whole lot of stroking going on during this game, so I figure, why don't we start off with a question that strokes our egos? Our friend Crystal S. asks, what characters from your books or games would you most want to see cosplayed at A&D Con?
I mean, I'd love to see like a full, awesome Judge Hungry, but that a bugbear's a lot.
I mean, any cosplay from any of my books or characters is gonna make me happy. I'm bad at remembering my own descriptions, though, so you may have to tell me who you're playing.
Yeah, same here, because my people tend to wear normal street clothes, because I write urban fantasy. So
There was a naked nymph in one of my short stories. So,
all right, I know what I'm cosplaying. God damn
I
it!
was going to say, I think,
worth it.
a good chunk of our listeners might kind of look like Bill the Vampire already, so... But I'll say pick a lesser-known character for my books. Maybe somebody from the Bent series.
Yeah, I will say, the more obscure you go, the more likely I am to like it, probably. It's like, oh man, you did a deep cut.
It's gonna be hot, so if anybody wants to go as Jaren de Chamba, the warrior princess in the obligatory impractical
Warrior princess garb.
in the obligatory extremely impractical outfit. It'd be extremely impractical for like fighting goblins or whatever, but probably pretty practical for hanging out by the pool. So, any dudes want to get in on that?
If I have any midget alcoholic fans, I will give you a flask. If you dress as Tim.
As silence descends. Well, if you are coming as Tim or any of our other characters, just a quick reminder. Book your rooms by July 16th, because that is when the prices at the Inn at Opryland go up. So you have about 3 weeks left. So be sure to grab your rooms.
If you come as a naked nymph, I will also give you a flask.
Well, our friend Corey asks, since you started Authors and Dragons, you guys have grown in your technical abilities. Corey, you give us so much credit here that is undeserved. What has the hardest learning curve been for you in making this community? Learning the podcast specifics, learning YouTube, clicking the token first for initiative.
Oh, Jesus, I still don't know any of those things. Stop making fun of me, Corey.
Yeah, I haven't learned shit.
Yeah, pretty sure we all fuck up our character sheets a lot still. So.
Yeah, I clicking on my character token is probably the thing I still most consistently forget to do.
I did it today, and then Drew switched maps, and it didn't count.
When we first started out making the podcast, before Steve took over the editing duties, I had to handle them, and I had never really worked with Audacity much before. So figuring out all of that was a lot at the upfront. That took a while, and I still always feel like I have barely scratched the surface of how those programs are really meant to be used.
So yeah, there's still we're kind of learning as we go with things like streaming and what we can do with video editing thing is, it's like 2 hours of recording. We've got to get into as close to an hour's worth of content as possible. So they take quite a while to do. So there isn't much scope for kind of like, let's edit the podcast and then spend an equal amount of time learning how to do that more efficiently. So, I don't know, we've just been kind of skimming and scraping along for 5 years. We have improved in some things, but I don't know, not noticeably.
I would say probably the biggest, and I guess we'll call this a technical challenge, has been, I mean, we've grown the podcast a lot, but finding ways to market it to continue to grow from where we are. That's definitely been a challenge because obviously all of us have our own individual book careers and such. So that being said, if you're listening to this podcast and you enjoy it, pick 3 friends or family members and tell them about us and get them to listen. And if they refuse, you don't need that negativity in your life.
I mean, if they refuse,
I
they've
blame
got
you,
friends,
listeners.
they've got pets, they've got things you can take.
We haven't really improved our technical marketing skills, so we're going to make that your problem now, listener.
It's called a PR team.
It's called this. Come on! I'm trying to build a street team for us here, guys.
Yeah, we don't have a street team. We have more street walkers.
Wow.
I really thought that was a zombie for some reason.
Zombie, sex worker, combination of both.
Those are the cheap ones.
We have
What
such
the
respect
fuck?
for our listeners.
I, for one, love our listeners, unlike the rest of these fucks.
Do our marketing, you zombie slags.
Well, moving along, our friend Kaveld Bjorn, however that's pronounced, he asks, or they ask, don't want to put anybody in any buckets there. In case there is a live power hour in Nashville, how do you suggest someone start training to prep for it if they aren't a drinker?
I mean, so many ways to touch on that question. First of all, I mean, we're not saying there will be a live power hour, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But if there was something we were going to surprise you with, boy, that would certainly be something in there, wouldn't it? But past that, if you're not a drinker, you know, maybe don't do a power hour. That's a lot of alcohol to put away all at once.
Or, I mean, you don't have to drink. I mean, if you just want to hang out, you know.
Yeah, hanging out for it.
Shoot some orange juice or some shit. We don't care.
Yeah. But if you are determined
Nobody's forcing you
to do a power hour and you do want to prepare, then the answer is seltzer water or diet to, you know, keep your calories and sodium and everything as low as you can. But the real challenge of a power hour isn't actually the drunkenness. You can only really absorb alcohol at a certain rate regardless of how fast you drink it. But the problem is the bloat and the feeling in your stomach of all that carbonation just like building and making you feel so full. So, you know, if you don't want to acquire a binge drinking problem overnight, then diet seltzer water would best prepare you for that carbonated feeling of so I would do power hours with seltzer water.
I will disagree as someone who's done several power hours that drunkenness is not an issue.
Fair enough. Everyone's
Not
their own
if you
effects.
start drunk.
All right, you got me there.
If you want to wreck your body in other ways that don't involve alcohol, you could just get like 60 chicken nuggets. I think that's been done.
Oh yeah, they did that on Doughboys. I think we talked about doing that for a mimic once and realized we didn't want to die.
Yeah.
I will just say, if you show up, do a power hour, and do 60 shots of eggnog in in an hour, you are the superior human.
You will
You're
1,000% throw up. You can't handle
dead.
that much cream.
If you want to do lines of cocaine, set them up beforehand.
Just want to do an extreme cool hand Luke. Just come in there with 60 boiled eggs. Show us how it's done.
Oh,
God.
oh man.
They'll be vomiting live chickens.
I just hope that no one's sharing a room with you if you eat that many fucking boiled eggs, because that gonna fight.
Maybe that person doesn't need to book in the hotel. Maybe they can...
What are you saying? They evacuated an entire floor because of a methane stink?
A bomb threat, you say? No, worse, you say?
We just go down the next morning in one of the bathrooms. They're not even closing it. They're just walling it off.
You don't have a plumber. They called in a brick mason.
On the other hand, you will get to bragging rights for saying, I ate 60 brand eggs.
Oh, no.
A attendant as they're bricking up the wall just looks at you and says, "No one must ever know what was done here today."
Becomes an urban legend in 30 or 40 years. Someone breaks it open and the ghost of that turd is waiting.
And there's your new jingles.
Yep.
We'll throw in a cask of Amontillado.
Cask of Amontillado.
I think we can head on over to the Facebook.
Okay, so our friend Vicky said we're a month out from Authors and Dragons Con. What kinds of panels and fun can we expect?
How many eggs you got?
Funny you should ask, Vicky. It's almost like we were working on that very thing today. We have a lot of surprises that we're going to be rolling out between now and the con, but you can certainly expect live versions of all of our main games. So you can see the Calamity Janes, you can see the main cast, and there will be an appearance by the Salty Bastards. So there's plenty more to come, including some open gaming. But for this week, we'll start with confirming that all of our 3 main shows will be happening.
Woo! I love that we get to do Salty Bastards. I've been having a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
Now we just have to survive until A&D Con in Salty Bastards.
Yeah, what do we got? 1 or 2 more Salty Bastards until then, and it ain't looking good right now.
I mean, it hadn't been looking good from day one.
No, it might be a very quiet live event.
All right, our friend Mark.
What? Fuck you, Mark.
Fuck you, Mark. Mark says, what is the first drink you order on Friday night gathering of A&D Con?
What is this night you speak of?
Ordering drinks is for suckers.
I mean, if we're being honest, probably a beer or a cider. If it's the first one, I'm starting light.
I'm drinking it. I'm drinking cider all weekend. I can't drink much beer anymore because of my gout. It makes my foot hurt.
Give me a banana daiquiri.
Nice.
Something like a Guinness. Whatever they got that's dark.
Like your soul.
Bud Light all the way through.
I will either probably do as Steve is doing and have a dark beer, or I will do like a whiskey sour.
I will also drink whatever you buy me.
Yeah, Mark.
That probably goes for almost all of us.
Yeah, I'm fussy till I'm not. I'm fussy till it's free.
All right, let's see here. Let's do a fun one. Our friend Dave says, your family is held hostage and you are entered into the Olympics. The kidnappers say you can pick whatever event you wish to compete, but if you don't get a medal, your family dies. What event are you picking?
Well, I think Seinfeld already covered this. The luge.
It's pronounced loogie, Bob. Come on.
No, it's French. It's French. It's Luguet.
Is that the museum?
Yes. I'm going sharpshooting, riflery, whatever, because it's the only event in which I can murder my competition.
I'm going to go skiing, both because it's one of the few things I have a little bit of experience in, but mostly because I remember the story of the woman who gamed the point system to get into the Olympics with zero talent. Like, she just skied straight. So I feel like there might be something there I can exploit.
I'm gonna pick curling, because my family's gonna die anyway, and I at least want them to look and be like, "The fuck are you doing, you dumbass?"
That's the worst. Oh my god, your family's gonna die.
They're gonna die no matter what sport I choose.
The last thing they're gonna.
I know, they're gonna die no matter what.
This is the last thing they're gonna see.
At least I can
It's
say
like,
I
oh my
tried
God,
curling.
I'm gonna die, and my father's a fucking loser.
You need to father the curler. This is terrible.
You could have killed me before I saw this.
You know something?
Son of
There's
a
at least a chance there because the hostage, the hostage takers might watch this and just shoot themselves.
I'm gonna put up 2 potential options, and I would probably decide at the last second. One is just the plain old shot put, because I'm big and strong and I can throw stuff. I figure I got maybe a bit of a shot there, But the other one is if I wanted to die looking cool, I would do the pentathlon, because at 2 points in there I get a weapon in my hand, and well, no, at 3, because at one of those points my weapon is a horse.
You wield a horse?
I ride a horse, and I can ride
What
it.
sport is this?
I was going to say, holy shit, I'm going to watch the fuck out of
know.
this.
I'm thinking Joe's a lot stronger than I gave him credit for if he can
Chop
shot
a
put
horse.
Goddamn.
You ever hit a motherfucker with a horse? like you ride the horse into it? No.
I mean, especially if they'll give me one of those horses that's bred for being super assertive. I'll ride that bitch right into the crowd.
That's a point, actually. I think if we're talking about having the best chance of saving your family here, go for like one of the dressage events. It's like those horses know what they're doing. Just get on the horse and go, okay, horse,
Steve?
do your thing. It's a lot like how boats work, I imagine.
Hey, maybe pick an event where there's an animal that's been bred its whole life to do this, and you can just maybe not fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the world's best horseback rider, but give me a horse that knows what it's doing and knows the course and be like, all right, go. I'll try to not fall off. Also, at some point, I get a pistol and a sword.
And I have to fight the other horses. I don't think that's part of the event. It is with my family's lives on the line. I hated the play Equus, motherfucker.
I'm gonna kill me some prize studs.
Oh,
I did Equus.
I saw Equus. Not a fan.
Yeah, I designed it. Not a fan anymore. I was a fan before that. Do you watch rehearsals and 15 fucking performances? Nah.
Yeah, that'll burn you out on a lot of them.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
It's a play.
The play Equus.
Oh.
It's a play about a kid fucking a horse.
Pretty much.
Oh.
It's
Bob just got way more
yeah,
interested.
it's a lot more artsy than you're picturing.
I don't know, Drew. I don't think it is.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess, alright, so that's what we're settling on for the event to save our family's horse fucking?
Yeah.
Well, it's worth a shot.
I'm still with shooting every other competitor so that I get a fucking medal.
Alright, Joe, why don't we do one more?
All right, so here we go. Our friend Devin says, how do you react when you're running late to a significant event? Are you more the scramble to make it type or the fuck it, I'll get there when I get there type?
Oh, I fucking hate being late.
Oh, same.
I hate
If I'm running late, shit has gone catastrophically wrong.
Yeah, I'm Sam. I'm obsessively punctual.
Yeah, I will not walk into a movie if the credits or like the trailers have already started. That just drives me nuts.
I will get there early and wait outside. I don't care. I don't care if I get there 15 minutes early and wait outside. That is
100%.
preferable to being late.
well, if it's something like a movie and like, that I want to experience the full thing of, then yeah, I want to get there on time. If it's something like a wedding, I don't give a shit about most of it.
You're there for the fucking reception anyway. Anytime I'm going to a wedding, they can't fucking start without me. Because I haven't been to one that I haven't officiated in years. So, I'm not gonna be late.
Be a flex, but a dick move.
Yeah, just none of y'all ever go to the movies with me, because you'll hate me. I get place. I am neither late nor early. I arrive exactly when I'm supposed to arrive.
So you're a wizard?
Fuck yeah.
A wizard comes when he's ready.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it. That voice is going to haunt me.
Yeah, we have 2 sorcerers in that game, and you would never realize it. you can't beat Jorcerer for domination of that term.
But you can certainly beat
Yeah.
off Jorcifer.
No.
Nah.
No.
In many ways, I think he's ruined sorcerers.
When he's ready.
What question were we supposed to be talking about right now?
It was lateness. It was about
Lateness.
Oh,
Yes.
It's all you punctual motherfuckers and Harkness.
Yeah, if I am by some weird confluence of fate and misfortune running late to something, I am a fucking mess. I'm anxious as shit.
Same.
That I don't like being late.
Nope.
I make a much better entrance if I'm late. That way everybody can turn and look at my hair. Might be the most Leo thing I've ever said in my life, but also the truest.
Like, it took me in college a little while to realize the social structure of a party starting time and being like, okay, showing up on time for this is actually rude.
But at the same time, fuck all those people. I'm showing up on time. You say get there by 8, I'm getting there by 8. You ain't got your shit together, it's your problem. I'm drinking your beer.
It's like a dinner party, punctual,
That's how I
yes. If
feel.
it's like a kegger, you know.
8:02, Steve's doing keg stands.
Yeah, get there before the keg lines begin.
There you go. Well, I think the takeaway from this question should be that we are going to be a group of people who work very hard to stick to the schedule we set at Authors and Dragons Con 2021. A schedule that we will be revealing more of as we draw closer to that convention August 6th through 8th. However, that is going to wrap us up for this week on Authors and Dragons. We will be back next week with either Side Quest or a Salty Bastards, and then again in 2 weeks with more of the game. Until then, bye!
All will be revealed.
Oh, God damn it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Jesus, goodbye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Get your minds out of the gutter.